football is here. You know, we're staring down the start of the season here very, very quickly, and it's always fun as we get into August. Easy to say you're excited during conference media days, but I think we have a special group at Knox, and it's going to be a fun year, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
What was a cold and yes, snowy start to the 2018 campaign during spring practice for the Knox College football team is no more. This year's edition of the Prairie Fire started fall camp on August 10th with the usual player check-in and dorm move-in while temperatures outside reached nearly 85 degrees. There's plenty of excitement around what the team can do on the field this season, but it was something they did off the field earlier this summer that caught the attention of the Galesburg community. Each year, the team participates in a community service project that focuses on giving back to locals. Last year, the Prairie Fire handed out Thanksgiving meal baskets. This year, they went above and beyond.
This past fall in 2017, we decided that we were going to give a car away. And crazy as it sounds, it's taken us this long to find a recipient for the car. We thought we'd just give you a car to help you out. Would you accept a car from us? This community's meant so much to us, and we'd like to give back to our community. And on behalf of our program, people in the community, we just want to bless you with a car. And thank you, and just know that we love you and we care about you. Oh, goodness gracious. And I think we found a really worthy person. Connie has cancer and struggled to get to treatments, and this is going to give her the opportunity to be able to get to treatment regularly and hopefully improve her quality of life. And so our program all donated some money. And with the help of Galesburg Nissan, we've been able to donate a car today to a very worthy person. And just an amazing day for everybody.
The yearly community service project complete, the Prairie Fire have turned their focus to the gridiron. Head coach Damon Tamayo's roster this year will be an experienced one, looking to build off their 2017 5-win season, the most in school history since 2002. The Prairie Fire are certainly on the right track to do so. They returned 16 starters from a year ago and welcome over 20 new first-years to the program. One of the main priorities this offseason, recruiting the linebacker position, a spot that Tamayo knows well. The California native was a 4-year starter at Pomona-Pitzer in the late 90s. Heading up the recruiting efforts at the position is second-year assistant coach Adam Kiefer. The Northern State University graduate joined the Prairie Fire staff in 2017 after 2 years at a graduate assistant's position at his alma mater.
Defensively, our linebackers coach, Adam Kiefer, in his second year from South Dakota, doing a great job, and he's our hype man on our staff.
And really, I'm myself, and that's how I want to be, and that's how I want to act. And that's generally how I've coached over the years.
Yeah! That's it! That's it! Call him the 12th man. Like, literally, you look at the final frame of every play, and he's in it along with the defense. So, like, it's good because his big thing this year is running the ball, party at the football, everybody at the football, and, like, you're going to know you need to be there because he's going to be there. So you're sprinting to the ball at the end of every play, swarming defense, and he's right there with you.
One of those guys that I look up to, and I can also look to as a friend because he comes every day with a certain amount of energy and professionalism, but then again, he's one of the guys. So he's a guy I respect, he's a guy I show respect to, and I just think he's just one of those guys who's living his dream job coaching college football.
You're just trying to be able to push your guys to get better. And in my opinion, the way to do that from the years that I've been doing this is through that positive energy and that positive reinforcement and being able to push them to compete and to get better.
The energy and enthusiasm that Kiefer brings on a daily basis is well received all across the Knox football program. But there was this one time that his party at the football didn't go exactly as planned.
Came up, tried to hip bump him, and Lord knows he was excited. He could put a little bit into it too. And then I just went right down, tried to catch myself on my hand. Big mistake, don't do that, and broke my wrist right then and there. I did not know it was broken right away. I had way too much adrenaline rolling through me, and so I did not feel it until about a couple hours after practice, and then It was definitely broken. I ended up having to miss the next day of practice to go and get surgery done, but then was back out of practice the following day.
Not even a broken wrist can stop the energy and hype that Kiefer brings every day. But interestingly enough, he is not the only Adam that is making an impact on the lives of student athletes at Knox College. Adam Ries is also a second-year assistant coach that hails from Hastings, Minnesota. He joined the Knox staff in 2017 after 2 years as a graduate assistant at Illinois Wesleyan. The relationships he formed during his time in Bloomington helped him land the job here at Knox, and now his focus is to build those same relationships with his players.
Getting them to play for you as a person, not just a coach as well. So, things get tough as they'll dig a little bit deeper for you, knowing that they care for you, the coaches care for you. And, try to show that I care for them outside of the football field, off the field, get to know them as much as I can. Still work your release, still come off the ball, be patient, and go right through that outside shoulder. So when that ball's in the air, I can adjust late.
He wants me to succeed. He's not just make sure you run the right route, do this. It's how are you growing as a person, and I hope that your futures look bright, and I'm going to make sure that I can do anything that I can to help you.
It wasn't ever like always business. He had a great mixture of coaching and personality with it, so you're having fun out there all the time, as well as learning and doing things that you need to do.
I think it just builds into building the family feel and the connections. I mean, you always stress building that family amongst the team. You want that family in the locker room. But I think the further you can extend it, the stronger you are as a unit. Player to player, you always stress it, but you never really stress as much as like player to coach and coach to coach. And I think those are just as important.
That development of relationships throughout the program, Ries believes, is a major contributor to the Prairie Fire's recent success on the gridiron.
I think that's why it's been so successful since Coach Mayo's been here, is he has that open feeling, with the staff, that we all get along with each other, we joke around, we have fun, and that we have the open door policy with the office, so the players come in, they can kind of see us behaving like normal human beings and not just coaches, and then that brings them involved too. So
both of these coaches have been part of a group effort to help prepare the team for the 2018 campaign during the last 2 weeks of fall camp. But it's not all football during that time. Players have gotten the chance to learn more about each other and even take a trip to the coaches' houses for dinner each of the 2 weeks. The Prairie Fire finished up this year's camp with a trip down south to Millikin University for a scrimmage with the Big Blue. They used it as an opportunity to sharpen up their skills before they host Eureka and the Lincoln Bowl on September 1st.
I think it's a good opportunity for our guys to go and compete against somebody else at this point of camp, with having kind of physically tackled and beat up the other guy. We're in purple still, now a chance to go play somebody else in a different color that's different, not aware of who we are and what we do, is going to be a good challenge for us. I think it's going to prepare us as we go into game one, and I firmly believe that our game one win last year was a byproduct of us playing down at Millikin last year.
So the players packed up their bags and headed south to Decatur, Illinois. The Prairie Fire all set to play their first scrimmage of the year against CCIW foe Millikin University. The players used the 2-hour bus trip to focus in for the game and even catch up on some sleep, and they were ready to go from the start. The second drive of the game for the Millikin offense is stopped short on 3rd down by Danny Rodriguez, setting up the first score for the Prairie Fire offense. Grant Graham finds Brendan Powers in the corner of the end zone, touchdown Knox. The Fire are up 7-0 early. Both defenses held strong most of the day. We fast forward to late in the game where things got interesting. The Prairie Fire add on to their 7-6 lead on the Mario Whitley forced fumble. First-year Mike Sapolsky picks it up and takes it to the house. Knox up 14-6. But Millikin responds right back. The quarterback rolls right for a touchdown toss of his own. The following 2-point conversion is good. And we have a tie game with just 50 seconds left. We would head to overtime. Just the third play in OT, Ian Rouse steps up, picks off the pass. The Prairie Fire have a chance to win it with a score of their own. The very next play, Jake Amaro drops back and finds a wide-open Kobe Shutter over the middle. Touchdown Knox, and they come away with the win, 20-14. After the game, some parents fired up their grills and treated the Prairie Fire to a potluck dinner to help celebrate the win. But as the team loaded the buses to return to Galesburg, they turned their focus to Week 1. Lincoln Bowl Saturday. Knox hosts Eureka College. Next week on Hard Knocks, it's game reactions and highlights from the Week 1 matchup with Eureka College, plus features on coaches Dave McKillop and Bill Allison. We will see you next week on Hard Knocks.